So these are going to be the last pieces I pick up from Uniqlo this year. And we've got the Uniqlo and Needles collaboration, and then just a few Uniqlo U pieces as well, which I think looks quite good. And at the end, I've got a surprise to show you guys as well. So let's get into it. All right, swaps into a white t-shirt so you can see the pieces a little bit better. The first one is the Uniqlo Needles cardigan. So they do have these in a few different colors, and the pinstripe one is probably the most popular, but they went out of stock pretty much immediately. Of the colors that are still available, I do think this purple one is the best option. It's just a little bit more unique than the dark gray or the beige. In terms of material, it's made from 100% recycled polyester. Now, the first thing I noticed when I put this on is that it's got a really relaxed silhouette. So it's quite loose around the armpits, but the length is not too bad. So the sleeves are still a little bit longer than the body, which I do like. And generally speaking, I think this dark purple would go with a lot of your autumn color pieces. I think it's very versatile, and they don't have anything like this in any of the lineup. So if you do manage to find these in stock, I think they're definitely worth picking up. Next is the Fleece jacket. Again, it's got a very relaxed silhouette. Materials is also 100% recycled polyester, and the fluffy texture is just super soft. I've worn this out a few times, and because it's made from polyester, it is extremely warm. And in terms of pockets, it's got 2 on the sides, and it's also got another one here on the chest as well. There technically aren't any internal pockets, but the stitching of the external pockets kind of gives it an extra pocket. Now, the body length is a little bit long, but they do have elastic waistband on the sides. So you can pull these in and then roll the jacket up like this, so you get that slightly cropped appearance. So I probably rolled up to here just below the pockets so I can still access them. And this way you've got a slightly better proportion for the jacket. If you are into fluffy jackets, then I think this one is definitely worth it. And the last piece for the Uniqlo Needles collaboration is a pair of joggers. So the first thing you'll notice is, even though it's an elastic waistband, you're not getting that same crunchy waistline that you get from typical joggers. So it kind of gives you a cleaner aesthetic when you put these on. And then they've got this fabric strip running down both sides. And of course, the usual pockets on the left and also the right hand side. And on the rear, it's also got a zip pocket. Like the other 2 Uniqlo Needles items, they are made from 100% polyester, so they keep you extremely warm. Now, a lot of people have said that the whole collection in general is a little bit underwhelming. I think they were expecting to have more interesting items, but it's a good introduction to Needles as a brand. And they've designed these so that it's at an affordable price point that anyone can purchase. So overall, I don't think it's a bad collaboration. I think it fits its purpose. Moving on from Needles, I picked up the denim jacket from the U collection. Now, from this year's U collection, I think this is the only item that's quite unique. They don't have anything like this at the moment. And of course, I like the fact that the sleeves are slightly longer than the jacket body. And I think the design and silhouette of this just drapes really well. Now, this one's made from 100% cotton, and I think the color on this is fantastic. There aren't many denim jackets that you'll find with this sort of washed blue color, and they've also got the trousers to go with these as well. Another thing I like about this jacket is it's quite roomy, so it's great for layering. You know, I can throw on a thick jumper and there's still plenty of room inside. And I also find a lot of denim jackets are quite tightly fitted. So to get this one in a relaxed silhouette, but yet the body length is not too long, I think this is another great pickup. And lastly, I picked up a pair of black chino trousers. So I only recently just noticed that I don't have any black trousers. Of course, I got these previously in the cream color already, and I really like the texture and silhouette of these, so I just had to pick up another pair in black. I want to show you something that I've been working on for the last few months. This is going to be the first jacket that I'll be launching for my own brand, Type of Null, and it's a canvas jacket with a slightly cropped length and also wider body, so it can be layered with other pieces. So I based the design of this on a jacket that I got from About Blank. I really like the short body of this canvas jacket, but there were a few things that I wanted to improve on this. So the material is quite thin, so I selected a thicker material for the outer layer of this jacket. And also the body length of this, I think it's just a little bit too short, so I added an extra inch to this jacket. And then lastly, I wanted to improve on the sleeves of this jacket. So it's just a regular cuff. There are no buttons or anything, which is fine by itself, but you can't really rob the sleeves in a more aesthetically pleasing way. So I added the buttons so you can roll it up like a shirt, and the opening on this, I think it just gives a better aesthetics if you want to roll up sleeves for the warmer weather. And this is still a prototype, and there are a few things that I want to tweak here and there, but the overall design and silhouette is going to be exactly the same as this, and hopefully I'll be able to launch this early next year. So once I've amended the final details, I'll let you all know when it's ready to drop. All right, so those are the final pieces I've picked up from Uniqlo this year, and also a preview of the jacket that I'm designing. I'm going to do one more iteration of this prototype, and once I've finalized that, I will make another video about it. So make sure to subscribe to the channel so you know when the jacket is ready. All right, thanks for watching. And if you want to watch another video about my knit collection, then you can click on this video here. Otherwise, thanks for watching as always, and I'll catch you in the next one.